we had gone tuna fishing, and what were we going to do the rest of the day? I said, you know, we got all our stuff. Let me show you these queen snappers. And, you know, we cleaned up from tuna fishing, and a few minutes later, we're hooked up with these big, beautiful queen snappers.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Rodger.
Not very far from where we just left there, Steve, but it's a nice couple of deep mounds out here in 800 feet.
This your secret queen snapper hole?
It's not secret, but it's where we find them.
All right, well, I'm going to snap these hooks on this rig here.
Yep, and then we'll get our squid ready. I want to take one of those tunas from yesterday and get some chunks from him. Skin on chunks.
I see you got the little glow bead on there.
Yep, we got a good mark here. They might still be here. It's a little late in the season. But I like it. We were super lucky the whole time we were here fishing, but the tuna day, the morning couldn't have started off any better. It was slick calm, bait was easy. We had loaded the boat, prepared 2 tuna fish, and if we were lucky, make some drops. And turns out, we get to the hump, you light it up with the pilchards, the tunas are all over. We make our day in just one drift. We probably drifted 4 times. One drift was the ultimate drift. We got 4 big tunas, we got them on the plug, we ran out of bait.
It all worked out as planned. I mean, your plan was to catch the tunas and then to do some, try to catch some queen snappers. The tuna fishing was great. It started off with some smaller fish, and then we were actually taking those drifts a little further to the backside of the hump, and that's where we started seeing these giant tunas. Those were proud, respectable sized blackfin tunas that were just zipping all over. The water was crystal clear. You could look over and see them. Anytime you look over the side, you see blackfin shooting by the boat.
That was really, really cool. But then we were ready to just switch gears, clean up the boat, and head out to catch your first queen snapper. I hadn't caught any a week, 2 weeks prior to you showing up, and my friends were wearing them out a month earlier.
Yeah.
And that was late. I usually catch them in July. I didn't catch any in July this year. Then I'm in Maryland and finishing up the marlin season, and I start seeing the pictures of the queen snappers being caught. I was like, oh my God, they're catching my fish. And I had to get you out there to do that.
The old offset circle hook.
That's a Mutu style. They don't come undone. I'm gonna get way out in front here, do a long drift.
I'm gonna go ahead and put squid on mine, all right?
Go right ahead.
Smelling good up in the bait box. All right, I'm gonna bring the whole box of squid back.
Leave one up there for me, I'll work out of that one.
You got it, buddy.
We're out in front of them pretty good. I'm gonna slow down. Hold her here till you're ready. I wanna make sure you're on the bottom.
Try to leave it or you drag it?
What?
You try to leave it on the bottom or you drag it?
Yes, sir. I've only hung bottom here one time. You can really keep her down low as you can. Drag that mud.
Rojo. Are we good to drop?
Yes, sir.
Got to be paying attention when you got 4 hooks out. That is a sure way to get hooked. You been catching many doubles and triples or what?
Double is really pushing it. I've never caught triple. These are really big ones. These aren't Bahama sized. These are some really quality fish. I'm getting bit. Got him on, baby. Oh, he's still there. Any marks on the bottom?
A little bit of blue fuzz. Do they not fight much or what?
They fight a lot. This is probably a blue line tile. We started using Simrad electronics with filming our show and all my charter boats, your charter boat, and being out there dolphin fishing. I spend less time now looking for birds as I am watching my bottom machine all the time. When I get out to 800 feet and I see a mark, I come back to, I mark it, we finish what we're doing with the dolphin, and then I'm an hour a day, 2 hours a day now. Part of my dolphin trip is bottom fishing for whatever is in season, and it changes quickly. So that's been the biggest challenge is not fish.
Yeah.
It's what you can keep.
Yeah. What are the seasons?
But I am finding black belly roses, queens, tile fish, blue line tiles, the golden tiles, snowy groupers. There's wreckfish out there. I haven't found them yet, but I'm still looking.
Yeah. well, the thing is, and even if you're not fishing for them, and you know the people are happy and you're catching dolphin, I guarantee you now, you're probably looking at the bottom machine instead of like looking for a floating debris or because it's like I said, it's undiscovered bottom everywhere.
Something here.
Is it what you were after?
I don't know. Looks like a tile fish. It's a blue line tile fish. I had a bunch of bites. Yeah, all right. Come here, buddy. Little blue line tile there. Good deep, but out of season. We're gonna let him go. Can't control what bites down there. He would be some good ceviche. All right. Oh, looks good, bud. Looks real good.
The right one?
Oh, yeah.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Simrad. Go with confidence. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Key West, close to perfect, far from normal. Shimano. And by Costa, Tailwalker Charters. And Under Armour.
Just never know. 800 feet down, you never know. Oh, looks good, bud. Looks real good.
The right one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, you're gonna like this. You see this, bud? This is a stud. Yeah, that's a goldfish, baby. Woo! He just came off the hook. No, he didn't. Man, I missed two others. Oh, he did come off the hook. Let me get. Good, buddy. You get this girl in the sun. Now that's goldfish, saltwater style. That is the most beautiful fish I've ever caught. Hold on, baby. It stuck me. Look at the color on that fish. These are plentiful in the Bahamas, but they only average 5 pounds. Here in the Keys, we get them up to 20. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, that's pretty, man.
That meat is like Maine lobster tail when you cook that right. That's a beautiful fish.
I think I got me one on too, boss.
Oh, great. I had several bites. I'm gonna put this thing on ice.
Did he pretty much give up once he got off the bottom?
No, they fight all the way up. That's beautiful. There you go. Tuna fish and goldfish. Oh, yeah. All right, Stevie boy. Let's catch us a queen snapper. I'm gonna put a little bonita and squid on mine.
Easy, turn now and then let me drop. Or go straight.
Go straight until you say it's clear. Then I'm turning. This is where we got bit. I like this spot a lot. I like it a lot. All right, I'm going down.
All right, buddy. Fire in the hole.
Little red meat on this one.
I see that.
Give me 2
Variety.
tries. My lead is so beat up, full of coral. Going down. Boom.
I'm so pumped up for tuna and a queen snapper, just like you told me, bro. You're putting us on them.
I'm catching a doubleheader. The red meat's gonna be the difference maker.
I don't know how I ended up on the wrong side of the boat.
Maybe I'm turning the wrong way. Fished all day for swords, never got a tangle. Got a little bit of wind today.
You can fly your kite today, buddy.
As soon as I hit bottom, I'm gonna hook my first one. I'm gonna wait, hang, then slam the second one. They're gonna fight each other out the whole way up. Drag is set. Boom. I'm gonna change the name of the queen snapper, Stevie boy.
What's that?
I'm gonna change the name of the queen snapper.
What are you changing it to?
Prime.
Goldfish?
Prime. Like that 30-day-old Kobe beef. I'll be the first to admit, I've been fishing out here for almost 30 years, and I never explored the bottom in the deep water. I just never, it didn't seem like it's something that I needed to be doing. I needed to be chasing billfish. I've been here wasting valuable time going over all these great bottom fish that live offshore the Florida Keys. And it wasn't until 2 years ago, and I'll give you all the credit in the world for this, that you invited me on a Shimano shoot to break in the Beastmaster 9000 before anyone else got to see them on the market. We got to practice fishing with them. And you showed me how to catch snowy groupers, blue line tiles. And then I showed you how to catch swordfish, and we made a great video for Shimano.
Yeah.
And I went home that night, I drove back to Duck Key, and I said, I gotta get all this, I gotta go get deep drop rigs. I gotta go start exploring my backyard. And it turns out I had something you don't have.
Better, yeah.
I have these giant queen snappers right outside of Duck Key. They're here. They're beautiful fish, like goldfish. Nice queen. I was trolling on the bottom.
Leaving it on the bottom?
Yeah, it's in free spool. Stevie, bring that gaff over here.
Uh-oh, action.
This is a stud. This is a big boy.
Stud queen?
Oh, yeah.
Might be 2 on there. If that was on the tuna, man, that's pretty good.
Look at the size of this one, dude. Oh, that's a 15, 18 pounder. Got her?
Yeah. Did it really just come off the hook or what?
I don't know. I'm gonna go in the rod holder. That is a real deal there, buddy. God, look at the size of that one.
Good job.
Woo!
There's a pretty one there, buddy.
Yeah.
It was like a redfish, but a pink fish.
Look at the eyeball on that thing. It's almost as big as a swordfish.
Oh, pretty, man.
Yeah.
Pretty fish.
Yeah, I catch one more.
Just like you said, bro. Just tunas and queen snappers. That's what I like.
Look at that thing. Look at his mouth. Little teeth, big hole.
You want to...
Get the gaff out of him. Look how big he's on that Yeti.
Good job.
Hold him up.
That color is sick, bro.
It's awesome, bud.
Huh?
All right, now I'll give you a quick tip on how we handle a fish at boat side. You're lucky enough to be on the water for the day, and now you got a fish on, and he's next to the boat. What are you going to do? We have 3 ways of taking care of this. You can lip the fish to bring him on board. If something you want to release, you get your hand down the leader nice and easy, stick your thumb into his mouth real easy, and get a firm grip on him, take your hook out, keep him in the water, and release him. That's by far the easiest way for a small fish with no teeth. But then you got the bigger game fish with teeth. What are you going to do about that? Well, we're going to either gaff them or we're going to net them. It all depends on the situation, but if it's a fish that you really want to bring in to harvest, you're going to probably use a gaff, and you're going to use the gaff in one way, the proper way. You're going to stick the head of the gaff over the back of the boat, behind the leader as he's heading towards the bow. As the fish goes right by your gaff, you're going to slide the gaff over his head, reach out easily over top of his back, aim for the eye, and pull towards you with 2 hands. Once the gaff goes into the meat of fish, you're going to go to one hand and get a nice balance and actually get the gaff straight up and down from the water. You don't want to use 2 hands because that gives you a big bow, and you don't want to get the bow on there. That will spring the fish off of the gaff. You just want to lift straight up and down. You have the head out of the water and the tail out of the water. And then you're going to bring them up over the gunnel and into your ice chest. One smooth motion. The third way of doing it is a little more humane, especially if it's a fish that really rolls hard alongside the boat, like cobia, is a big net. With a net, it's just the opposite. You can't come in from behind because it keeps swimming out of it. So as he comes up, you want to have your net in the water because the drag of the actual net in the water, when you drop it in, it'll swing it back. So you just want to take the net nice and easy and get it into the water so you can control the amount of current and drift, and have that just sit in there, and then have your angler easily just bring the rod tip around until the head of the fish is centered in the net, then have him drop the rod tip so the fish naturally swims forward and swims right into your net. And then again, 2 hands, get the net straight up and down with the fish in it until his weight is in the basket heavy, and then bring him up into the boat and decide whether you're going to take the hooks out to let him go or put him on ice for dinner that night. These are 3 of the most common ways to bring a fish on board. For more tips, go to inthebluefishing.com.
We ordered right there. Oh.
Now we got something to take home to Mama.
Something to eat.
She will not be disappointed.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, has been brought to you in part by Yeti, built for the wild. Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. Spear One Charters. Frable. And by Ameritrail.
That was a secret, that little piece of tuna on there.
Oh, I gave you 1 piece?
Yeah.
I should have given you more. That's not a blue line.
No, it's a queen snapper for sure. They need more ice on them to keep the color, or what?
Not at all. They got this. It's covered in ice, but they don't get lighter. They get redder.
Yeah. All right, I got color, Scotty.
Is it good color?
The queen, the red color.
Yeah, baby.
The red color. The red
Oh,
kind.
nice one. Come on around. He's off the hook.
Sweet. That's even a better way. Oh, killer, man. Good job. That's what we ordered right there. No.
Now we got something to take home to Mama.
Something to eat.
She will not be disappointed.
Super white meat, right?
Oh, yeah. It's like lobster tail, buddy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful fork tail.
Yeah. No, pretty fish. I mean, it's not super sporting, you know, the fish with the electric, but to go down that deep,
I'd hang crank 1 a day.
Yeah, 1, exactly.
You're so lucky today. Catch some queen snappers after we were done tuna fishing. This is ocean prime right here. These giant goldfish are like Maine lobster tail when you cook them right. They live in 800 feet of water. They're absolutely beautiful fish. Just succulent white meat. So we're gonna take these fillets, and I am not gonna scale it or skin it. I'm just gonna cut these to cooking portions, scales on. Boom. Do those heavy scales. I'll clean up the belly just a little bit so it looks nice. So that's really all the preparation for these. I don't know what these little girls, queenies, eat on the bottom, but they taste so good. So I'm just going to cut these into thirds. Do that heavy scale. Now these are individual portions, skin and scale on. I'm going to pack these up just like they are, and then when I go to cook them, I'm going to get my outdoor grill as hot as I can, and I'm just going to pre-melt some butter and some garlic. Go salt and pepper on the fish, set it right onto a smoking hot grill. Doesn't matter about the flame ups. The scale is going to protect all the meat from the flame, so get as hot as you can get it. Drop it right on there and just monitor it. Watch as the oils in the fish start to sear and rise up to the top, and just steady brush it with butter and garlic, a little salt and pepper. When it's done, you can just take a spatula and scoop the flesh right off the skin and put it right onto your serving plate. And it is absolutely just like Maine lobster tail.